Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set. 57 to Mike. Hey, that's good. That's good. Clear. 57's Mike. I can't get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down, Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, you block over here. Slam. Back more.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, it's Pollard. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's coming. We got double up.
On third down, it's Pollard. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
No. 258. Jump out. Screen. Off the screen. 661. Match box.
Now here's Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 44 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Got some real estate inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
15, 1, 15.
On 1st and 10, Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Herbert. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Bears 6.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's get that home.
Go to 50. Hey, you find over here.
58, come on.
5.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep and got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown.
Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Ready?
On first down, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. Dancing to his left.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble.
Hey, high 7.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Herbert, and that's complete to Gates. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Set. 60 or.
Off play action. Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Quit talking about it and wing it.
Throwing again. Herbert. This is caught by Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go. 58, boy, 58. 58 to Mike. That's what I do.
Hey, team 6.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Watch the safety creep. Motion, motion, motion.
Inside.
58, right over.
Bravo.
Mike, 58, right there.
Liz.
Get in the way.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
58.
Come on.
Liz. 80 weapons.
You got ball, man. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Get Mike.
Ron, get Ron.
The run for Pollard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Joker. Big Ed.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers, and he fires one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Cat 300.
57, Mike 57. I'm coming after you.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check cross. Check the backer.
Hey, black.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Switch. Inside.
On first down, Pollard. And an alley to run. 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Bears 12.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Gates, the intended receiver there. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
No, 319.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Boom.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
You got it.
They'll run on first down. Pollard.
Check. Cross.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 23-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. On the draw, it's Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jaguars.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
With 18.
50 seconds to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
Here's Pollard. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Don't let Kelly.
Check out read.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And that'll set them back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Get that ball. Jim.
I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Now Pollard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
630. Cat 300. Cat 300.
Mike 57.
Right now. You got 58.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
58.
57 to Mike.
You gonna see me, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Right.
Check 26.
On first down, Pollard he shifts past him and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Cut.
Now it's Rodgers. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Green 18.
Check pass.
Check one.
Shit.
Green 89.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll come out in the pistol. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
No.
Hey, check 26.
Check. Lucky.
Zoom.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Hey, Celtic.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
White left.
Bang.
Throwing is Rodgers. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Reset, reset.
50.
30.
Mike, 50.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
3:19.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Over here.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
3:19.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, they'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Shift, shift. Check.
Here's Pollard again. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Trying to run for it with Pollard. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The quick slant caught, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Again, it's Howard. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Another